Hello planting friends, thank you so much for joining me today. Please grab a drink with me as I prep for some upcoming plant swaps. So, of course he's growling, of course he is. So, as I was saying, it is plant swap season. It is, I almost said April, but it is now May. Oh my gosh, it's May. So it's May. I already missed an April plant swap because I was out of town, and I'm going to miss a May plant swap because I'm going to be out of town. But I mean, that's the price I pay for going out of town. But anyway, I have some later in May, and I want to be prepared for them because I love going to plant swaps, but I'm never prepared. I never like prop anything. I always bring fresh cuttings, and I don't know, I feel like it's better to bring rooted cuttings because rooted cuttings have just a better success rate for somebody. Unrooted cuttings are just really iffy, in my opinion. So, we're prepping this time. We're gonna be prepared. Also, I have shears and alcohol because I have been having like a mealy outbreak lately, so I just want to be extra careful. I don't need any more pests. I don't. So, got some plants in front of me. Let's get started with the Monstera Siltepecana. I always want to call it a Hoya, but it's not a Hoya, it's Monstera. This is my beautiful Monstera Siltepecana. I picked this up in Seattle in 2020. 2021? I can't remember. 20 or 2021? Can't remember. And yes, I want to prop this. I never have before. This will be my very first time, so I'm only going to take like one cutting just to see how it goes. And I did pick out the cutting already, but now I have to find it again. I like taking cuttings and like growing props, but I'm always such a baby about taking them because I'm just paranoid that I'm going to hurt the plant and then it's going to like not grow anymore for me. Okay, I think it was this one. I really can't remember though. I lost which one I was going to take. This one has a couple of vines. I swear I planned this beforehand, but I don't remember now. Ooh, well I'm gonna, maybe I'm gonna take two, because I like this one. I'm always so unsure about taking cuttings. Like, sometimes they do well and sometimes they don't, and I think it's because of how I cut them, and I don't cut them the best always, but I try. No, I don't want to cut this one because this one has a new leaf. Look at me almost cutting something with a new leaf coming out. Boo, I don't want to do that. Okay, new leaves over here. This one is a new leaf, but it came out already. Okay. So here is my first cutting of Monstera Siltepecana. You can just see how beautiful the foliage is on this. And I have, it's hard to see if you can see, two nodes right there. So I could probably like cut that again and try to root that, but I'm gonna see how just this as a whole does. Okay, I think I can cut another one. I think I can cut the one up here. Let me see. No, I don't want to cut anymore. I changed my mind. I'm being stingy, I know, but I just don't want to, I love how full it was and is, so I'm just don't want to take that away. Okay, that's it. I was only taking one. All right, let's spray because I used it. This is like an alcohol water combination. Next I'm going to that's weird, to prop, hopefully, this Hoya lacunosa. I hope Hoyas are still popular at plant swaps. I'm not sure. We'll see. This one blooms so well this year. It's bloomed a couple of times. You can see like the dried out, like that one right there is a dried out bloom. And yet it's still, right here, there is the tiniest little peduncle, and I think it's gonna bloom again. So that's really exciting. And I love this little Hoya. It's adorable. So I'm gonna take a cutting of it. And hopefully it's gonna prop. And I can make more. And either keep it or bring it to plant swaps. Because sometimes I have cut something with the intention of bringing it to plant swaps, and then I just keep it for myself. It's also nice to have this. This is just like a napkin from a restaurant to wipe off the Hoya sap. Here's that little cutting, so cute. It has a node right there. Can you see it? I don't know. But it has one, I swear. It has nodes. I'm gonna actually leave it on here because it's still leaking. Also, when I was bringing this one over, oh, just dripped some sap from the plant. But when I was bringing this one over, I did notice that a spider had made its home in here, and I felt bad that it came over here, but then it kind of like scrambled underneath my table, and I was like, don't do that, because then I don't know where you are, and like I don't mind spiders, but if I don't know where they are, I just like feel like they're gonna crawl on me. Anyway, luckily it popped out and was like crawling along here, so I was able to grab him and bring him outside. But I felt bad destroying his or her home. I felt bad destroying their home. Next up, I want to take cuttings of this beautiful Hoya Croniana Silver. It bloomed once before, and excitingly, it is again. It's like in the back, so yes, you can see that right there. So exciting. I'm very grateful that my Hoyas have bloomed, but they all smell the same to me so far. So the Silver has bloomed, Rebecca has bloomed, Lacunosa has bloomed, and Shepardii, I believe, have bloomed for me, and they all have like a very floral scent. I think the Shepardii smelled the worst. It had like a funkier floral scent to it, but I mean, it still smelled floral, and I want one to smell like different. I want it to smell different than just floral. I know I'm being picky. Anyway, I'm going to take cuttings of this one. It is just a super beautiful Hoya with beautiful coloring and markings on the leaves. I was almost not going to take cuttings from this one because it's blooming, and now I'm kind of wondering why I decided to include it, because I don't know. Oh, maybe from right here? Oh, well, that was my answer. That's all we're gonna take. Just broke off. Okay. Is it a viable? Yeah, okay. It has nodes and stuff. So this piece just broke off here. So I'm just gonna take off the bottommost leaf. And now we have a pretty good stem to place in water. Is this one sapping? I don't think so. I'm still gonna put it over here, just in case. And I'm actually gonna put this one back right away because I just don't want to knock into the blooms while I'm working over here, because I would do that. And then I get very mad at myself. Next I have this philodendron silver stripe that I would like to take cuttings of. It's just a very beautiful philodendron, very similar to me to Brazil, but in my opinion Brazil grows a lot faster. This one has been a pretty good grower, but Brazil still is just like stunning and is a pretty quick grower. This one's still very beautiful plant. Shall I take from you? And I'm not taking like a big amount of cuttings from my plants because I do have other things that I want to bring, and I don't want to have to bring a boatload of like unrooted cuttings, whole plants, plant supplies. It's just a lot. So I'm limiting how much I'm creating. Sorry, leaf. You're a very pretty leaf, but I gotta get rid of you. Sorry. It's a very nice leaf. Okay, here is my cutting here. It had a new leaf coming out, but I took it anyway. And then yes, it has nodes, of course. This next one, I've been like smelling this entire time. This is my Hoya Rebecca, and it's currently blooming right now, and very cool. I'm kind of far away. Let me. And a very, very pleasant floral scent again, but just wishing for something a little bit different. Maybe one day. Ooh, excitingly, my Hoya Bretonnier, I think that's how you say it. Again, pronunciation, sorry, not my strong suit. That Hoya was supposed to be in this video, but I noticed it had a lot of potential like bloom peduncles, and I did not want to mess with it. Like this one already has a full bloom going on, and my silver, that's a pretty mature peduncle. I think it's safe to take from, but like the Bretonnier, those ones were just very juvenile, and I didn't want to mess with it. I left it alone. I'm very excited for those blooms because that's the first time that one will bloom for me. So I'm excited to see what it looks like and smell it. I think I decided I was going to take from over here. Let me check. Yeah. I know, I'm so indecisive, I'm sorry. Ugh, got another one that saps a lot. Put it over here. Alright, I took this cutting. Oh, my neighbors are leaving. They leave and go again so many times, and I feel so like self-conscious filming because they're probably not staring at me, but they are in my mind. So I felt weird, like I was holding up the thing. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Beautiful leaves. This is the cutting I took. Okay, I don't know why I put it over there. Put it over here with the rest of the bleeders. Next up is my Cebu Blue here. So I had two different Cebu Blues propping in water. One was in this room, my dining room, and it was on my built-ins right there, like northern exposure, lower light, growing fine. Not very fast, but like fine, healthy. Then I had the one that lives in here, and it was fuller on my Sansevieria wall, and it got a lot more light because it got very indirect southern exposure and doing really well. And I decided, you know, let me combine them. They're both doing so well, let me combine them and it'll look so pretty. And it did for like a second. And then it started to just like do this, and it's no longer like long and lush, it's kind of like long and limp. So I'm gonna cut it down, try to save it so it looks nice again. Propping some along the way like this, or no, this is done. We're not even gonna mess with it. Where should I put it? I don't know. Put it over there. What is this? That's just a root. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Ooh, yeah, this one was very sad. Got it. Like it's very dry. I should probably like put these back into something smaller, but I'm not gonna do that right now. Okay, this one is a goner, but I'm going to try and take cuttings from this. I should do all colors. I don't know, that was so sad. Nah, I'll just take cuttings from here. I want it to be like how short? It's a new leaf right there. Never mind, I'm just gonna clean it up. Although right here would be a great place to take a cutting. No, I'm gonna do it right here. Right here. Okay, I took this long cutting here and I'm just gonna make it into smaller pieces. I'm just gonna kind of clean up around me though first. All right, And then this is what the CB blue looks like now. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully it'll do better now. But I think I will put it in a different jar because, yeah, I have noticed that it's thirsty and a lot of these eventually like go below or above the water line because I don't water it enough. Alrighty, let's chop this up, starting with the top. Ooh, I don't see. This is what makes me nervous. Because this is a node. Yeah, whatever. See if that does anything. I don't know. Maybe I should have started at the bottom. Which one are you supposed to start at the top or the bottom when you take cuttings? Oops. Alright, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 potential cuttings of the CB blue. We'll see though, because like I said, I'm hesitant and not confident in my propping skills. And I swear I don't know the right place to cut for Syngoniums because I never can get a Syngonium to prop for me. That hasn't been already cut. Like if I cut it, it will not prop, but if I get a cut from somebody else, it usually props. So it is me the problem. It's me. Oh, I didn't even say what this one is. This is one of my newer plants. This is an Epipremnum Shangri-La. I am scared to take a cutting of this because I am scared of this plant. One, I know it's a philodendron. No, it's a pothos. Sorry, Epipremnum is pothos. But I mean, CB blue is a pothos, and I have issues with CB blue. So, but this look, it's so cool though. This one is so cool. It just like looks dead. Whoops. Piece of the medium fell out. Yeah, the leaves are all curled up and I don't know, they just look dead and or sleepy, and I really enjoyed how this plant looked, so I bought it. Now I'm gonna attempt to take a cutting. We'll see how it goes. Just one. Just one, because yeah, I don't want to mess this plant up, so. Although that would be a good cutting too. No, just one. Now I have to find prop vessels for all of these. I believe I have them, but we'll see. Okay, I was able to find a prop jar for everything. Of course, I love prop jars, so I don't know why I thought I didn't have enough. So the Monstera stulpicana is in this auto jar. It was a cider, a CBD cider. We have the Silver Stripe in an old olive oil jar, I think this was. The Shangri-La here in a rosé bottle. The CB blue cuttings looking so adorable in this bottle. I've either thrifted or found at a plant shop, I can't remember. And finally, all of the Hoya cuttings here in this old, probably, I think it was an olive oil jar too. So, thank you so much for sticking around. I hope everybody properly plans for their plant swaps if you like to go. Don't be like me and wait till the last minute. So, thank you so much. Have a good one. Cheers.